Okay, welcome back. Last time we dueled Rex Raptor and earned our 4th locator card. Then we went to the card shop and dueled Arcana. Then we came to the park and dueled everyone here, with the exception of the people on this screen. So, first things first, let's try to talk to Weevil just as soon as I can navigate past these guys. All these duelists here are my disciples. If you're hoping to face me in a duel, make it after you've beaten them all. I don't have time to waste on a weakling. So now we have to beat these 3 guys. It's just one after the other, and then we can duel Weevil. So hopefully this won't be too bad, but I'm fully prepared for this to be an absolute disaster. Like, I'm fully prepared for a couple of bad things to happen here. Hopefully nothing will, but yeah, I'm prepared for just a series of terrible draws. I did get a couple of fire cards to make this a little bit simpler for me, but who knows if I'll actually draw them. So, honestly, if I don't draw them, this could get pretty challenging pretty fast, so we'll see how this goes. So basically, I have to beat these 3 guys one after the other. I think I can leave and come back. I don't think I have to beat all of them one after the other, but I have to defeat all 3 of them before I can duel Weevil. However, these guys aren't too big of a deal, and after I finish this episode, I might restructure the deck a little bit. Like, I might go in between episodes and buy new cards and just kind of rebuild the deck into something I'm a bit happier with. Because I know that as the game goes on, I'm going to get further and further away from being kind of like on level of power with the stuff I need. Also, credit to him, that Infinite Dismissal actually just saved the game for him. So, congratulations, Weevil. Well, I guess congratulations, one of Weevil's associates. You managed to save yourself for all of 1 turn. So we win, and we get 5, 8, 30, and we won. Kanan the Sword Mistress, okay. I mean, that's a pretty strong card. Ha, you got guts, that's for sure. To challenge us, the Insect Army. That's a pretty solid name for your group, to be fair. Let's put 2-headed King Rex on the line this time. Oh, this is actually really good. So I'll summon up Mask of Darkness. And, okay, we got hit by that. And now, I can summon Witch's Apprentice to power up the Mask of Darkness to being 1400. And that now just overpowers anything these guys can play, I think. So, now let's summon up that. Wait, I drew Flame Viper. Why did I not summon that? Not like it made any difference, but still. So, now, let's just finish this off. I say finish this off like I'm gonna win this turn. I mean, I'm gonna win pretty soon, but it won't be this turn. Okay, you know what, it might not have been the card I was looking for. I was kind of hoping for Charabin the Fire Knight. But hey, I'm not gonna complain about getting 2 of my more powerful base monsters with Root Water and Electric Snake. Do I see Charabin? No. I do think I should maybe take House of Adhesive Tape out of the deck, though. Mostly because I'm reaching the point in the game. I say this like I'm very far in, but like, I say this like I'm, approaching the end game or something. I'm not. Wait, what did we win here? We won Eradicating Aerosol? That could come in handy. Ha, you really want to do this? I'll show you how strong an insect deck can be. Okay, so I think I should maybe consider taking House of Adhesive Tape out of the deck, because since I'm starting to see a lot of people who have field power bonuses and stuff, and obviously as the game proceeds I'm going to see stronger and stronger cards, I think I'm going to basically not be seeing things that have less than 500 attack points. So I feel like I might be making a good move if I take it out of the deck. Either way, I can get Sandstone onto the field next turn unless I get something really strong. So let's hopefully keep going with this. Let's get rid of Pop the Trick, summon up Sandstone, attack, destroy that. And honestly, maybe I shouldn't have summoned that, because I know that these guys do carry little Chimera. So if they attack Sandstone with that, it just gets destroyed instantly. But it doesn't appear to be making any difference. And I can get 2,300 points of damage out this turn. And I probably finish them the turn after next. Well, that's inconvenient. But yeah, I down 3,000. Yeah, I finish them off next turn. So now, Flame Ghost, bang, down to 11:15. You know, I said down to 11:15 and had to quickly check the time to make sure, just to make sure what time it was. I'm recording this episode at 10:30 in the morning. Just thought that was an interesting little thing to note. Yo, a second copy of Doron? Okay. I don't believe it. How could I lose? You seem to be quite good. I studied your style as you took on my weak followers. You're not in my league. Oh, well fine. We shall duel over our locator cards. Fall prey to my super insect deck. Okay, so I'll put Shadow Spectre on the line because I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna disrespect this man. We come into this man's house, we enter this man's forest, and we just disrespect him because realistically it's Weevil. What's he gonna do to stop us? Winged Cleaver, destroyed. Anthrosaurus gets its hit in. Honestly, I always thought Anthrosaurus was a cool looking card. I know I mentioned that the last time, but I do genuinely think it's a kind of cool looking card. Also, I absolutely just top decked some of the best cards I could possibly draw on for this. Like, if I can get Charabin next turn, that would actually be the best thing possible. Okay, not quite perfect, but I'll take it. You know, let's put that in defense mode and just see what he does with it. Maybe he'll attack, who knows. If he doesn't, that could be a misplay on his part. But if he does, that is also still a misplay on his part. Okay, so he summoned an attack with Korrigashi, that's fine. I'll just summon Morphing Jar and attack. Because he's down to 2790. He will have 90 life points left. And with that, Weevil has basically just been wiped out in, I want to say an instant, but not quite. And he got 15. He got 15 points of damage out before we managed to take him down. So we get 30 deck capacity, 3000 domino, and a copy of the Insect Queen. Ugh. And let's do a maggot like you. So now we have a locator card. My insect deck is the strongest. I couldn't have lost to you. I demand a rematch. Okay. So I'll put two-headed King Rex on the line this time, because I'm feeling confident. So I'll clone Doron turn 1. Pinch Hopper. What'd he summon? Oh! Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay. I need a fire monster, and I need a fire monster now. Oh. You know what? That's fine. Unless he summons something else. Flame Viper forced this man into defense. Bang. There goes Insect Queen. The attribute system in this game is so stupid, man. It's like, hey, here's my boss monster. It just got pushed over by a Flame Viper. Like, absolutely annihilated because there's nothing he could do about that. There isn't counterplay. So, yeah, I win now. Just straight up, I win because what's he gonna do to stop me? Like, he played Pinch Hopper, sacrifice it by using its... Like, he summoned Pinch Hopper, used its effect to sacrifice it to summon out Insect Queen on turn 1, and he still couldn't do anything with it because I drew a fire monster. And fire just beats forest, so he loses by default. Like, extremely funny extremely funny that you can get situations like that, but also incredibly frustrating part of game design for this game. And I probably should have just attacked with the Flame Viper because I knew it would have been another forest monster. Either way, I think I win next turn. So this has been another pretty easy win against Weevil. Oh, okay, summoned Winged Cleaver. He's attempting to fight back right at the end. Flame Viper says no. And now I just hit him with 3 900 attack point monsters, and then finish him off with okay, I attack Morphing Jar, and then I finish him off with the Root Water. And now what do I win? This time I won Minar. Okay. Can't win. Can't win. So let's run it back one more time, I suppose. Let's go, Weevil. Run it back again, buddy. I know you want the run back. So I will play a little Chimera in defense mode because he's more than likely playing a forest monster. He was indeed playing a forest monster. And I draw Hero's Shadow Scout. I'll just play a Wish's Apprentice and use its effect to power it up. I would, in an ideal world, I would prefer to be able to do it another way, but that's fine. So let's attack and destroy Winged Cleaver, because that's one of the more powerful insects he has. Like, one of his more powerful regular bugs, I guess, would be more, which would be a more accurate statement. So let's sacrifice that, summon up Marinfen, and Marinfen should overpower anything he plays. Because realistically, I can keep destroying his monsters so he can't get a sacrifice out. So I should be in the clear here, and if all else fails, I have Flame Viper, so, yeah, Weevil, he's about to be going 0-3 in about the space of 5 minutes. So, yeah, not exactly the best day at the office for old Weevil Underwood. So, actually, that's something I always kind of wanted to know, like, after the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series happens, like, what's Weevil doing during, like, GX? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, is he a professional, like, is he, hang on, just a second, the voice is going. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, kids, remember to drink water. Okay, deck capacity up by 10, and we win another. I have 3 copies of Doron now. I lost again. I understand real well what you're doing. You're strong. You anymore. I accept my defeat, and for beating me, I'll let you in on a good thing. The word is that there's legendary cards here. Kaiba set up this tournament in hopes of grabbing them, and that's why the ghouls are on their duelist hunt. You go look for those cards too. This isn't then for me either. I'm going to assemble the ultimate deck one day, and I'll knock you out. Okay, but why do I now have 3 copies of Doron? I want 2 copies of Doron from these guys. You know what, while I'm here, can I just go and look at, oh, hang on. Can I just duel Asparuba again? I had to win. I'll have private cards. Those who look down on us, those who tease us, we shove them up with our cards. Without my cards, I can't protect my brothers. No? What do you mean by that? Still lost? That's not true. We watched you duel. You're brave and strong. Don't blame yourself. Yeah, we'll try to be better too. You too. May have lost before, but not this time. Okay, let's duel Asparuba again. Why? Because he'll be very easy to beat. Because I don't think his deck improves at all. I say that and still walk headfirst into a thunder cloud, apparently. I'm bad at these games sometimes. But hey, you know what? Bad decision making? That's just how I play video games like 90% of the time. It's why I'm not exactly a strategic individual. Strategy isn't really my main thing. Wait! Sorry, I just had an idea. If Weevil was like renowned for being a strategist and being a bug duelist, they could call him the Hivemind. Just a thought. Because it's like, hive, bugs have hives, and, you know, he's smart, and I know, it all works. Like, that works. I think that sounds kind of cool for him as well. Is it maybe cooler than Weevil deserves? Possibly, yes. I don't know, I always liked Rex and Weevil. Like, they were jobbers, but they were 2 of my favourite jobbers. Like, the characters who, you know they're not going to win. Like, you know you're never going to see them actually get a win. But, like, when you do, you see them, it's like, it's these guys again, they're great. I don't know, they were some of my, I would go as far as to say they were some of my favourite minor antagonists of my childhood. And, yeah. I don't know, I was always quite fond of Rex and Weevil. Even though, you know, when Weevil throws the Exodia cards off the boat, like, 6-year-old me was heated at that moment. I was very annoyed. I lost, again. But this isn't gonna bring me my news. I'll duel you again to better myself. Go for it. So, do I just duel him again now? Okay, you know what? I've dueled most of the other people 3 times, so I'll give Asparuba 1 more duel. Okay, so we draw that, and I'll just throw out Bone Mouse, so I have a new, so I can, you know, draw next turn, and I draw Charabin. Huge. Drawing Charabin, just so I have, you know, a more powerful monster to summon. And now I think I'm in the clear for this duel. Oh, I also drew Marinfen. Very nice, because I can summon up that next turn. Although, I should maybe start being a little more concerned about some of the cards I'm going to be playing. Mostly just because, quite simply, well, yeah, I think I'm eventually going to get power crept, which is not something I'm looking forward to, because I'll have to restructure the entire deck and, you know, buy a whole bunch of new cards. But hey, I'll probably do that in between episodes. So for now, I'm just going to stick it out with what I have and go until the end of this episode without making it. I'll go until the end of this episode without making any changes. Then I'll probably go and get new cards and switch stuff around in between episodes. I lost. Again. Okay. Okay, Esper, I've dueled you 3 times now, so I'm gonna leave. And now we should be able to go and talk to this guy who wanted to know where Yugi was. I dueled with Yugi, but I couldn't win. Ugh. I don't have any strength left. Hello. Joey told me of this store. I too am a duelist. There's regular customers here. They're all very strong. But if I buy some cards, perhaps I'll become strong also. Sorry, but I must refuse your challenge. Not with my deck. I'll be unable to defeat you. Okay, Namu. See you later. Okay, so now we can go to the building where Mai was. I probably shouldn't challenge Mai. I would probably get annihilated. But we can also go to the bridge. However, I know that I need to clear out the building for now. Hi, do you know where I can find Mr. Seto Kaiba? I'm like a huge fan of him. Oh, where could he be? Yeah, sure, let's duel... Okay. So let's duel this lady and see what she has. So I'm going to summon Flame Ghost, because my most powerful card out in my hand. And, okay, I have Dark Hole in case something goes wrong, and she played Electric Snake. That's it. Well, that's an inconvenience for me, isn't it? But yeah, so pretty much, I'm playing the Sacred Cards again. I know that's probably a weird thing for me to just drop 3 episodes in. But yeah, I'm playing the Sacred Cards again because I know that I have a whole bunch of stuff left on my list for things I need to replay. But also, most of what's left, like if I brought up the list of what's left, it's mostly RPGs that are left. Like, it's a lot of Pokemon, it's Persona 2, it's Shin Megami Tensei. It's quite a lot of longer games. And, you know, I want to be a little bit careful about doing all of... Like, I want to be at least a little bit careful and wary about potentially doing a whole bunch of RPGs back to back to back to back to back. But I don't know, I'll figure that out as I go. Either way, Sacred Cards is kind of fun. Sacred Cards is kind of fun, and it's also a pretty short game, so this won't be a particularly long series either. So with that, we have defeated that lady who said she wasn't just another Kaiba groupie. But hey, we won Genin. Hey, that's our first dream monster. Oh dear, I lost. You're quite strong. Still, you're nothing compared to Mr. Kaiba. Fair. Can I duel this guy? Well, alright, let's have a duel then. Okay, so let's bet the snake hair, why not? To be honest, I don't feel too worried about betting for cards that I'm never going to use. And yeah, sure, why not? I'll put Contract of Mask down. I won't get any use out of it, probably, because I have to get... basically, the problem with Contract of Mask is the same problem that most... Well, it's the problem that ritual cards always have, where it's like, well, okay, I need the card... Like, I need the actual card. Well, that's an inconvenience. It's like, okay, so I need the actual card, then I need the sacrifices for it, and I need the ritual thing. It's like, it's a 4-card requirement to get out a 2,000 card monster, to get out a 2,000 point monster. I say that as I draw Mask of Darkness, and could now summon it. But ultimately, I don't really want to, because I'd be getting rid of 2 of my more powerful cards. Okay, that's not great for me. But what I can do is attack there. I will summon Mask of Shine and Dark in this duel. I know I will. Well, mostly just because I don't get to use it too often, and I do think it looks kind of cool. So, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is summon... I'll summon Muka Muka, sacrifice Fire Eye, sacrifice Muka Muka, pop Shine, do that, and now I summon Mask of Shine and Dark, which hits for 2,000 attack points, which is pretty good. It's also a divine monster, so it can only be destroyed by card effects or just being outright overpowered, which is always good for me, because honestly having to deal with the attribute system can be annoying. But hey, we win that without too much hassle. now up by 5, 615 dominant, and we won Takuhi. That's a pretty strong card. Hey, you're good. You're way stronger than you look. Okay, so let's head on in here. Huh? Don't bug me while I'm trying to play. Hey, duelist, right? I've lost it all. That's why I'm playing in the arcade here. Nah, I'm not dueling. Not anymore. Seto Kaiba worked me over, but good. He's awesome. He beat me, like, instantly. I guess I should consider it a cherished memory. Duel? I lost, man. Esperuba beat me near the square. That's why I can't duel anymore. Yo, what are you doing here? Dueling? Oh, yeah, hanging in, huh? So, how many cards did he get? What? You've already collected that many? Uh-oh, I'm lagging behind them. I shouldn't be wasting my time here. How about I go find some duel partners in a hurry? Hey, I'm out of here. Go for it. Okay, later, Joey. Also, these people are playing DDR. I don't know exactly which version, but they are playing DDR. You taking a break and playing some games too? Ooh, I got a little tired of dueling. I just wanted a little change of pace. Oh, you're out to go? I'll take you on, bud. And so I then challenged this guy, and he's immediately like, yeah, sure, duel, why not? Okay. Fortunately for me, they played Electric Lizard turn 1. A lot of the people here seem to be using electric cards. That's interesting. So I should maybe keep an eye out on that, and maybe, not use my water cards a bit. Well, that's annoying. Like, that's a minor inconvenience. I was planning on summoning Marinfen this turn. So I started saying that, and then it clicked in my mind, wait, do I actually have that in my hand? Okay, so Doron is a water monster, so it'll be kind of inconvenienced by most of what they have. It doesn't get destroyed instantly, but it can clone itself, so I'm not too worried about it. So they summon up Lalaloon, attack and destroy the Doron clone, but now I sacrifice Doron to summon Marinfen, and now I'm back in business. I say that like I was ever... Like, I say that like I'm mounting a comeback, but no, I've been in pretty clear control of this duel from the start. Like, these guys pretty much all seem to have electric cards, and I have no issue with that. Because realistically, I'm just kind of annihilating them without too much hassle. Okay, Hinotama comes through, gets... Okay, Hane does one thing for him. Fungi of the Musk gets its one win per century, I guess. And Marinfen finishes him off. So I got 5, 446, and Masked Clown. Weird. That's it. I lost. I just didn't get lucky that match. Okay, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, let's sneak out from here, and I need to go up the floor. Let's go to floor number 2. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of people here. I duel with my friends here. Do you want to duel? Sure, let's do it. Okay, so let's put Snake Hair on the line again. Basically, I know that you have to clear out this building at one point for something later, so I'm going to start to do that now. I don't know if I'll do all of it in this episode, but I'll do most of it at least. So I'll have at least a couple more duels in this episode before we start to wrap things up here. So let's attack, destroy Cyber Commander with the Wandering Doomed, and attack with Flame Ghost. Flame Ghost is going to be pretty handy just because it's, well, generally pretty okay. I was going to say it's generally pretty strong, but that would kind of be a giant lie, because realistically it isn't. It's only 1,000 attack points. In the grand scheme of things, that isn't really powerful in the slightest. But also at the same time, considering most of the cards that we have and have been playing for the entire game up to this point, it's actually super powerful. Like, it's not particularly good, but it's strong for where we are. Okay, Wretched Ghost of the Attic. Honestly, probably shouldn't even play that, because yeah, it just gets annihilated. Okay, so what am I going to play this turn? Hero's Shadow Scout, I suppose. And just get more hits in. Because, to be totally honest, I do want to be able to sacrifice something to summon up that Leo Wizard. Or maybe even the Sandstone Monster. I mean, either way, I would quite like to be able to summon something a little bit more powerful. That's exactly what I needed. Because Doron clones itself once again, so I get 2 cards out. I love getting card advantage that I absolutely don't deserve. Okay, so Doron gets taken out by that. But now I can sacrifice this, summon up the Sword Arm of a Dragon, and I can't finish... yeah, I fall a tiny bit short of finish him off. He has 100 life points left. But hey, we win next turn for certain. So sword arm attacks, I drew Little Chimera, and I finish him off with the Flame Ghost. Easy win. So what do I get? 5, 341. Hibikime? That's pretty strong too, okay. You're good. I lost that one. Okay, so what are you? Okay, let's do. Okay, let's put Two-Headed King Rex on the line. Yeah, all of these people seem to use the same deck. Like, I don't know if it's actually the same deck, but it definitely seems that way. Now I'm gonna play a fun little minigame called Do They Summon a Thunder Monster immediately after this? I hope they don't, but they probably do. They didn't. That's actually genuinely surprising to me. Okay, Cyber Commander takes the hit, and then Charabin gets its first direct attack in. Red Medicine gives them 500 life points left, and they attack with Kaminari Kozu. And yes, Kaminari Kozu is just a, whatchamacallit, a recolor of Electric Lizard. Or, I guess Electric Lizard might be the recolor. Like, I know they're counterpart cards. I know that a lot of cards early on did have counterparts. For example, Leo Wizard, a card that I have in my deck, has Sleeping Lion. I think Wandering Doomed is their counterpart to Skull Servant. Like, there's a whole bunch of them. Like, there's honestly a rather alarming number of them. There's dozens of them. Which, to be fair, I do think is kind of cool. But, like, I think it's kind of cool and it kind of makes sense for the early days of TCG, where it's like, yeah, this is basically just a recolor, but I understand why they're doing it. Because it's like, hey, we gotta get more cards out for this early bit of the TCG. You know, because, well, you kind of need cards to have a trading card game to work, and, yeah. I mean, realistically, how many cards are there in the game now? It must be into 5 figures, right? Like, I haven't actively followed Yu-Gi-Oh! In a very long time. Like, I've heard that people are not too happy with the current meta and everything. Sonic Bird. Oh, yo? 1, that looks cool, and 2, that's pretty strong. Oh, let that one get away. I was so close. No, you weren't. Okay, you'll be dueling against me. Yeah, that's why I'm challenging you, buddy. Oh, never mind. I'm okay, I have root water. We're safe. He crashes those. Okay. And I have forgotten what I was saying. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I don't really follow the actual TCG or anything, but I've seen people be kind of upset about, like, kind of Konami just not really seeming to be all that interested in, you know, the upkeep of the game or anything, and it's apparently, and it getting kind of stale and everything, and I completely deserve that. But yeah, like, it's a shame, because I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! Being such a kind of important part of my childhood. I say that, I never played tournaments or anything, because realistically, ever since I was a kid, I never liked the idea of a meta. Like, I never liked the idea of playing the meta to anything. It's like, no, I'm gonna play the characters I like. Like, I'm gonna play the characters I like. I'm gonna use the cards that I like. And I don't know, the idea that it's just like, no. These are objectively bad. You can't use these. And win is... I don't know, it's always just been something that's kind of irritated me in so many things. Where it's like, no, just let me enjoy the game. It's like, let me just enjoy the game. I don't want to have to play the preordained, no, you have to play these cards in this way. And also, cards are stupid expensive now. And also, I mean, my opinion, what did I win? Spirit of the Books. Okay, that's pretty good. Strong, aren't you? Are you maybe winning in the tournament outside? Figures. Our group isn't what people would consider weak, but we can't measure up to someone as strong as you. Okay. So yeah, let's duel this last person. Okay, let's see how this works. But yeah, like, my opinions on the entire market for trading cards and retro games and many other things, yeah, I can't. I think it's terrible. Like, straight up, I think it's absolutely awful. Like, it is... It is some of the most violent price gouging I've ever seen. It's like I get that things, you know, have actual value and perceived value and everything, but realistically, I do think that people are way too into it. It's like, look, not my place to tell people, like, how they should spend their money, but, like, I don't know, the whole thing is, it's goofy to me, to say the least. Like, yeah, that's just my personal 2 cents on it. I know I didn't really say a whole lot, but yeah. Like, I know I didn't really say a whole lot, but I know. Well, one, as you can probably tell, I'm kind of just tripping over my words like half the time in this series anyway. Admittedly, this isn't exactly my best display. But yeah, I don't know, it's just something, you know? Okay. So with that, we win, we've cleared out this, and we won Fairy's Gift. Restore 1,000 life points, that's okay. You're strong. I totally lost. So is there anyone on floor 3? 2 more people? You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll duel these people and then end off the episode. Duel? Oh, that card game? Okay, just this once. Okay, so let's duel these people and then I'll wrap up today's episode. But yeah, basically, I don't know, I think it's just like, I get that people will pay money for things they want. Like, I'm not that stupid. But also, I think after a certain point, it becomes ridiculous to the point of almost being comical. It's like, look, if I go into a shop and I'm told, yeah, that'll be $600, I just picked an arbitrary number. It's just like, no, that's a bit of cardboard. like, it's one card that I'm not going to be using. Like, I don't know. Oh, it just never makes, it's, like, yeah. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I can see the appeal, but yeah, I just couldn't. Like, even if I had, like, you know, and I feel like it's something for the infinity budget, you know? Like, if you have the money or just, like, throw around on it regardless, okay, I guess. But it's like, I don't know, in general, I don't think I could be doing that. That's, like, I don't think I would ever be able to justify the purchase to myself, basically. Like, I can, like, if it's just, like, a few small investments, okay, but if it's, like, you know, if it's, like, high 2 figures into 3 figures, God forbid 4, no, not happening. Like, if it's something that's, like, genuinely, like, you know, if it's something that I'll be using in day-to-day life, sure, but it's like, no, it's a trading card. I'm not paying 4 figures for a trading card. But I don't know. Like if that's your thing, if that's your thing, go for it. It's like if it's your thing, I have no issue. It's just not my thing. Like, and I don't think it ever will be. But you know what? That is fine. Not everyone's gonna like everything. And honestly, it's kind of naive to think everyone would, and also if everyone did like the same, and if everyone did, you know, like and enjoy everything the exact same way, that would be weird. Okay, so let's go and duel this last guy. Say, don't think I'm easy just because I'm an adult. I'll have you know that I'm not up too shabby as a duelist. Okay, buddy, let's put that theory to the test. Right. So let's summon up. Nope, that's the wrong button. That's Abyss. Well, that's inconvenient. Okay, so I'm taking damage from Blast, Juggler, and Electric Snake. Okay, so I need 800 or 900. I drew the Dharma Cannon. Perfect. Dharma Cannon is such a weird-looking monster. Either way, I'm not going to complain, because that's one of my more powerful cards. And while I'm here, I'll summon up Hero's Shadow Scout, and I'll just leave it in defense mode and see what he does. Oh, they summoned a Dharma Cannon of their own and crashed them, okay. Okay, fine, I didn't want to have to do it this way, but I think I'm gonna have. Actually, no way, I drew Fire Eye. Actually, he'll probably just crash those again for more damage, won't he? Oh wow, he just played Dharma Cannon outright, okay. So, what am I going to do here? I will throw away Pot of a Trick, I'll play Pot of Greed, draw 2, and judging from what I just drew, I'll summon and power up Rich's Apprentice, and now he'll be forced into defense mode, because he can't be... Okay, because he can't do anything. One thing I will say that does really bug me about this game is, oh, like, that monster got hit with a paralysis effect. You can't even sacrifice it. Like, you can't sacrifice it, it can't attack, you can't switch its position. And it's just a bit goofy to me that because of that, you can't even sacrifice it. It's like, I understand, like, I can kind of see the logic, but why? Anyway, let's keep getting through this duel, and honestly, I might summon up Marin Fen next turn. Because to be okay, I kind of want to summon it now, but also I want to get another card out onto the field before I do so, and Doron will do that job perfectly for me. Fantastic. Right. And there's 2 electric monsters. There's 2 electric monsters to ruin Doron, and that's an inconvenience. No, I'm not gonna drop Darkhool on him. I'm not dropping Darkhool on him when I know I'm winning. Like, I'm gonna save Darkhool for if I find myself in a bad situation, but as of right now, I don't think I'm in one. You know what? I'm just gonna summon Sandstone, because I don't think these guys are gonna play anything like that. Like, I don't see any wind monsters coming out. I say that and had an immediate thought of, what if I just attacked into a Hane, which one could happen, and 2 is honestly a lot more likely to happen than I would like to admit. Okay, let's just throw that away. I'm not going to use Leo Wizard. Like, without Witch's Apprentice, I'm not going to be using Leo Wizard, like, at all, so I'm just going to leave that as is. Now I got another... I got another Earth monster, so I can now start playing proper offense. Well, I got another summonable monster that's actually somewhat powerful, so I can start playing actual offense, which is always welcome. I should have known that would be what happens, but okay. But yeah, I've always had a personal preference for playing offense over defense. And because, to be totally honest, playing defensively is kind of boring to me. It's like, okay, I just have to kind of sit and turtle and wait for my moment, and I drew my Flame Ghost, that's pretty good. And Mask of Darkness, very nice. Okay, so now I'm in complete control of this duel, and we can finish him off in just a couple more turns. Because now I am in complete and utter control here. There's nothing he can do. So I'm going to hit him for, what, 3,200 here? Well, collectively, because 1,013. 10, 13, 9. Yeah, 32. Okay. House of Adhesive Tape. He did play Hane to try to destroy that. And I guess I'll finish him off with the Sandstone monster that he just tried to destroy. Right. So with that, up by 5, 835, and we won another copy of Hibikime. Ha, you win. You're darn strong. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back to the first floor, and I am going to leave this area. And I'm also going to go and save and end off today's episode here, because I've gone on way longer than I intended to. So what I'm going to do is, in between episodes, I might go and buy some new cards and restructure the deck. But for now, I'm going to end off today's episode here. Next time, I'm going to go and duel Mai, and hopefully win, and then go to the bridge and see what's going on there. So I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I'll hopefully see you all again next time for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacred Cards, or I believe Silent Hill should also still be going on as well. Or just starting, I don't actually have my schedule planned for these yet, as of the time of me recording this. Anyway, okay, thanks for watching. Later.